Hi YouTube family, my name is Elysia English and I'm so excited about today's video. Once in a while I get super lucky and I find a curbside find. Yes, that's right, free furniture. In fact, I actually ended up giving the guy 10 bucks for this because I couldn't leave and not pay for it. He was out on the lawn and I knew it was well worth what I gave him. So I actually picked this curbside find up for 10 bucks because it just was too good to leave with for free. So I'm really happy that I got this. It's gonna be perfect for me to add into my studio space. So I'm going to do a furniture flip on this curbside find and then I'm gonna stage it all up, which I think is gonna be really awesome. I know that this isn't the space it's going to stay in, but for now, to show you what it's gonna look like, we're gonna locate it in this space. I picked this piece up knowing that I love the vintage vibes. All of the drawers work really well. I love the hardware. I like how it has this faux middle wood drawers here. It's actually part of this drawer, which is kind of neat. Looks like you'd have a whole bunch of little drawers. I love how deep these drawers are. It's going to give me a lot of storage in my studio space. I've looked over this whole piece and I see that it doesn't need any repair at all, which is a bonus when you're restoring furniture, that you don't need to take the time to actually do any repair work. So I lucked out. Right now what I'm going to do is prep this for painting. I want to use the original hardware, so I'm going to remove all of it. And then I've already looked this over and I know that this piece is actually veneer. It's not solid wood, which means I can't strip off all the coating and sand it right down and then start from scratch. So my only option for this piece is basically to paint it. And so what I'm going to do is use some 220 grit sandpaper and scuff sand the whole piece. That's going to give my paint a little more adhesion to the piece. I'm going to use Beauty-Tone paint and I'm going to use pure white. For this project, I'm using Beauty-Tone paint, I'm using a pure white, and I've chosen a velvet sheen. I know that the top of this is going to get put a clear poly coat on at the very end. I know I usually wait about 24 hours after painting a piece to be able to put the protection coat on. Gives the paint some extra time to cure, and then I know that since this is gonna get a lot of stuff thrown on top of it, maybe baskets swipe back and forth, I'm going to want a couple coats of the clear on top. Durability in my studio is going to be key because I get paint everywhere, usually when I'm working, and so I'm gonna wanna be able to wipe this off and have it not scratch on the top. So that's why I've chose this paint. I've used this paint on indoor and outdoor projects. It's an interior acrylic paint, so typically you wouldn't think you would use this on furniture, but let me tell you, it is phenomenal. And what I'm using to paint it is one of my Elysia English brushes. I'm using the 2-inch option for this furniture piece. You can purchase these in different sizes and different colors on my Etsy shop. I'll leave the card above for you, but I absolutely love these brushes and they really help with brush strokes. So we are going to get this painted white.
Hello, Ramona. I can't shake the simplest feeling beyond the goal. We stand on the opposite shore.
Hold on to your plant. Last night we were filming in our dining room, which isn't where we normally film because the weather was so stormy, and today the sun was kind of out for some of the morning, so I got everything ready to come out to do some planting on a few of my new plants to use for my staging of this video, and it is so blustery. So we're gonna do this quickly and get back inside before the rain comes, but I need to get these plants out of their nursery pots and into some ceramic pots. I've been trying to avoid plastic completely with all of my gardening stuff, and so I want to make sure that I find some ceramic pots that have this nice glazing on the outside. Avoiding just terracotta and plastic, I don't want them to be too porous, so I'm finding the ones with the glaze and then a hole in the bottom. And then I just have some little clear things that go on the bottom to make sure it doesn't ruin my furniture or my floor if I put them on the ground. So I'm going to plant my new begonia immaculata, which I'm so excited about. These are really hard to find where I live. I see that it's already flowering, so I think it's in pretty good shape. I'm going to plant it up and then help give it a few little props just so that it's not dangling too much. And then, so I think I'm going to choose this gorgeous green pot because I love the contrast of the polka dots with the green. And then I have a pothos here that's in its nursery pot I picked up last week. I need to get this into a pot. And then, you know, I have a love of fiddle leaves. I absolutely can't help myself with this ficus lyrata. So I have another baby here that I'm gonna get potted up. I don't like to leave them in the nursery pots too long, so he needs to find his forever home for now until he grows big like my group. So let's get potting.
Hello, Ramona. I mistook you for a dream. The engine glows, and I guess you always seem to know. Hello, Ramona. I push back the serious feeling. The end's unknown. To get back the life I used to know. I stand alone. Show me where the ending goes. Honest, honestly don't. I should be the last to know. We're all in this. I stand alone.
I'm really happy with the way that this piece of furniture turned out. It's going to give me ample storage to put some of my supplies in my art studio. I know that this space is like white on white, but what's going to happen in my studio space is that I'm going to have a nice airy, bright, and botanical looking space. I don't want to add a lot of dark tones in there since it's going to have a lot of overhead lighting, but it's not like a gigantic space being 12 by 12. So to be able to have that space and make it feel really light, open, and airy, I want to go with a lot of white furniture. So if this was going to be in my house, I probably would have went with like a beautiful like botanical muted green, or maybe even a beautiful coral, especially with the gold hardware. But for the space that this is going to go, I don't want to really brighten up the space with the furniture pieces. I want all of the artistic things and the creative things in that space and the plants to really be the spotlight and kind of downgrade the furniture, which is opposite of how I normally go. So the space is going to be outstanding. I love that this has the original hardware. I think if I would have changed this up for something more modern, it wouldn't have the vintage vibes that I'm looking for this piece. One of the things that I love about secondhand furniture is being able to keep some of the original aspect of that piece. Sometimes I can just leave them wood, but unfortunately somebody named Jay, someone named Jay decided to go pen happy on the front of this and actually engrave their name and drew all over it with pen, which you may have not been able to see in the original clip of the dresser, but it was there. So definitely we couldn't have it say Jay for the rest of its life. It needed to get painted. If it would have been wood, I would have liked to have stripped this all down and brought it back to a very lighter colored wood. It would have been really dreamy, but unfortunately, veneer needs to get painted. So adding that scuff sand will give me that extra durability. I will remove the hardware again in another 24 hours and then do a poly clear coat. I'll probably do 2 or 3 coats, knowing that it's gonna need a really durable surface to be in my studio where things are gonna get bumped around and moved all the time. If you've been following my channel, you know that I absolutely love plants. And as I build my confidence on my caring tips for my own plants, I've added some more to my collection, which I'm excited to always show you when I get new plants, because I'm really looking for a specific list that I can add into my spaces. And one of the things I've been doing lately is watching lots of YouTube videos and lots of tutorials and different plant tours on different styles of plants to fit the space that I have. And I'm learning a lot of different things that I'll share with you on our channel. But one of the things I've learned is I used to choose plants because I really liked the plant and then I would find a spot for it in the house. But what I need to do now is think about the spot the plant is going to go and then choose a plant that's right for that space. So I'm kind of working backwards, and maybe this is why my plants are surviving a lot better now. But one of the plants on my must-find list was a Begonia maculata. And they're very, very hard to find in my area. And so I was really lucky to go to a plant center this week with my boys and Philip and choose a couple of new plants. And I was able to find this plant that I've been looking for. I absolutely love the polka dots. I love that it will flower. As you can see, it's really representing the flowers that it creates. Right now, it's really showcasing for us, which is gorgeous. There was a couple to choose from. I had a hard choice deciding if I wanted to grab one that wasn't flowering yet or one that was kind of showing off at the garden center. So of course I had to get the one that was showing up and really showing us these beautiful begonia flowers that it creates. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be putting this in the studio space, I think, because I'm going to have a lot of bright light coming into my new studio. So we're going to get finished building that project this week, which is amazing. I'm so excited. If you've missed those videos on our playlist, you need to check out my tiny home studio build. I'm building it as an all-woman build. So if you've missed that, go check it out, show your support. We're gonna be doing the reveal probably by the end of the week, which is super exciting. So throughout this week, I'm getting some things together that are going to go into the interior of that space, which is one of these pieces of furniture here. And of course, my yellow peacock chair. Check out my video from yesterday because I found an amazing dream find at a vintage store for only $15.
Hello, Ramona. I can't shake the simplest feeling beyond the ghost. We stand on the opposite shore. Hello, Ramona. I reach through mysterious ceilings, my only hope. I look for the things I don't know.
One of the things that I really want to do on our channel, and one of the goals that I kind of set for myself when we started our channel about a year ago, was that I really wanted to inspire people to be more eco-conscious and to really think about the purchases that they made, especially for their own home. So I hope that during my videos, I'm inspiring you to do some more eco-conscious choices like upcycling, thrifting, restoring, recycling, and really making those decisions what's best for your family. So I love being able to find vintage items to restore them for our home, curbside finds, finding things at auctions, even going to the dump hall to be able to find some things. And what I really like is that I'm getting a lot of photos from you guys on Instagram and on Facebook and even through YouTube that you guys are working on your own eco projects as well. So thank you so much for, taking kind of my advice and really trying some of these projects for yourself, because you guys are doing an outstanding job. Based on the photos, you guys are killing it in the upcycle factory. So send me your pictures on Instagram, DM me. You can follow me at Elysia English. If you want to follow Philip, you can follow at Philip A. English. All the descriptions and information will be in the description box down below. As I'm really making some changes around our own home on being more eco-conscious, I'm noticing that there's a lot of things that we have to DIY in order to get us to the point where we're being maybe more plastic free or making more eco choices. And so I want to hear from you guys. Leave a comment down below. Is this more content that you guys would like to see on how our family specifically is making better choices for the environment and being more DIY eco-friendly in our own home? So let me know in the comment section if that's some content that you guys want to see coming up. Thank you guys so much for watching. I can't thank you guys enough for all the support you guys give us on our channel. Be sure to check us out on our socials. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new to our channel. And if you are already part of our YouTube family, I love you, and I'll see you on our next video.